Share, support the channel for one. I appreciate it. Thanks. Before I get into this, yes, I know lots of people have been pretending to be me on the internet. Thanks to the people that have showed me the screenshots. If you have any more, show me. I already know because one of the people, it was a few weeks ago, called me on the fucking phone. Very fucking weird. I've seen other people doing it on different various sites too. There's another guy on Twitter pretending to be me. One guy on YouTube is taking credit for it, that it's him. I guess maybe he's just trolling by saying that, but I already know, dude. You know what I mean? But it could be this one guy that I blocked a while ago, but who knows? But if you see it, show me. Also, I know people are showing like, oh, hey, the cooler thing. People are taking it just like you said. I know they were. Just like I said, I gave people a few days before I even tried cooler. I'm like, wow, no one's doing this. And I'm like, I bet once I do it, people are going to do it instantly and want to take clout for it. Which, of course, they did, right? And the stupid thing, the guy was like, oh, no, I was labbing it and I found it. And then he changes, oh no, I got it from my friends. Like, come on. People also posted a cell loop, but you know, it's ridiculous. I knew it was gonna happen anyway. Excuse me. To do this video again, apparently, what do I think of this patch overall again? You know what I mean? It's like I've always said before, broken record. I think it shows that people really only care about combos, right? You know, and that's not, I don't think it's a bad thing if you only care about combos. I just think it's hypocritical when you pretend that you don't. And it's inevitable because I said most people are not actually good at video games, right? You know, it's just, it is what it is. And there's nothing wrong about enjoying doing combos, but just calling a spade a spade. But when I look at the patch, again, it's not big brain to me. From a certain perspective, I think it's fun that, you know, of course, I hate the fucking, this came out, what, 2 years ago they changed the laser beam thing? Full screen laser beam shit and then having everyone laser beam loops is fucking retarded. It's not big brain. It's fucking retarded. It's dumb. From a certain perspective, some of the toolkits of characters being more usable in combos, more fleshed out, I agree it's fun, right? But then from a certain perspective, you think, well, I'm not just doing laser beams after I've already hit the dude. These are like my neutral moves that are controlling the screen, right? Like you look at a character like Vegito, you know what I mean? You got the Banshee Blast. Yeah, it's still fully controlling the screen, so to speak, right? It's a versatile move, right? You know, this is a versatile move. We have different versatile functions of it, right? As I am getting exposed execution-wise, right? You know what I mean? We can do it in different ways, right? But it's also a move that is, you know what I mean? You can homing dash through it. You don't just, and he doesn't just get homing dash off of it anywhere. It actually takes skill to, you know, actually link off a little bit, right? You know, Brawly, you know what I mean? It's fun that his laser beam is more comboable. Yeah, it's fun, but it's like, man, that's kind of a neutral controlling move. It's a laser beam. Oh, that's a neutral controlling, it's like, it's cool that it's slow. I agree. But if you think about it, it's like, man, that's controlling space. What is the difference? Again, with a grain of salt, of course there's a difference between Vegito, but when I just look at the game, it seems like that's how you patch the game. Like, what is special about Vegito? What was special about Vegito is that his quotation mix-up is worse, right? But he does a lot of damage. He has screen control, right? All this kind of stuff, right? Oh, so now his screen control is, you know, it's not so much better, so to speak, than everybody else. You know, other characters, again, full screen laser beam conversions. Like, yeah, I can see this move is versatile, of course, and it has the assist, all that kind of stuff. But hopefully you get what I'm getting at. Like, some of these specialties are not as special anymore. And the damage is not that crazy. So many characters do such big damage for, like, nothing, right? It just is weird to me. And I've said before, the idea that every character has unique moves, and the idea that every character's unique moves will have different meter build, or, you know, less meter build, less or more, right, is fine, right? But when you have characters that have standardized moves, everyone has a throw. And one of your ways to tone down the game is, well, all these standardized moves between the characters now do less when you're Vegito or Gogeta or Janemba or 21. It's like, that's your big brain way of patching everything. You know, giving every character so many big combos off of everything. Characters that have more mix-up than, say, Vegito, so to speak, you know, and we're going to make them do less meter. That is like, why don't you just patch the actual toolkit of the character, so to speak, right? That's a stupid change. Like I'm pretty surprised that I've seen people still saying Vegito is top tier and Gogeta's still top tier with the meter nerf, considering how much damage other characters do, how much more versatile they are. It seems strange to me, right? But, again, I've said before, you know, for me personally, like I said this before, if you have fun doing combos, that's cool, right? We all enjoy games in our own ways. I said before, I personally do not consider myself a competitive player anymore, right? Now, granted, yes, I know I've won a lot, you know what I mean? And I've continued to win even under these fake accounts when I played. I think, what was it? When I played on Fightcade, I won for 4 months straight. Nobody beat me on Fightcade. And then I recently made another account, and it's been a month. No one has beat me yet still on Fightcade. You know what I mean? And I feel lucky that I'm able to do that, especially because it's been a year and a half since I had even played games. But saying that, I don't actually consider myself competitive, so to speak, right? I'm surprised that I can win. I'm lucky enough that I can win. I would assume people will eventually beat me, especially when you hear people that consider themselves competitive, that take these video games seriously, right? But I don't necessarily get enjoyment out of it's not some big, desire to play, so to speak, right? I get enjoyment from finding combos, from doing different things. But I've used the quote before of talent hits the target that no one else could hit, but a genius hits the target that nobody else can see, right? And that's what I've talked about video games before. So many of these, games, you know what I mean? When you make characters combo off of everything, it's like, well, your target, you already know. My target is that I can combo in and out of every fucking special move now. Now it's literally just a math problem of where do I put this? Where do I put this? But I want you to imagine, where do I put this? You already know the thing you're grabbing, so to speak, right? That's why I enjoy when I've done things for video games, I change the perspective on what is possible in video games. I constantly do things that people thought was not possible, right? You think about characters like, if we're going to go like, oh, where am I going to combo off of my full screen laser beam now? You know what I mean? That's not big brain to me. That's not finding a target that no one else even knew was there. What's big brain is when I was, talking about how this game was going to work when everyone was saying none of this stuff works. Oh, homing dash re-jumps that you're talking about, that's fake. That's not real. Oh, linking off of the laser beam in season 1, you'll never be able to do that. Oh, even Goku's double supers, that's fake. That's not going to be real. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, why don't you just try it? I'm not even playing these betas. No, that's fake. You know what I mean? When you can do stuff that people thought was not even possible and change the perspective, that is what gives me enjoyment, right? And again, I understand that, lots of people have fun doing combos. It's fun to be able to combo everything from a certain perspective, right? But it's not, I don't get enjoyment out of that because it's not mentally stimulating to me. I want to be able to find new things, right? I want to be able to find things that no one else had ever thought of, had ever even done. That's what gives me enjoyment from video games. And when every patch is just making it a Mugen thing, like, oh, my full screen normal, which let's remember, someone should go back and look at those quotes when that dude, he was posting on different YouTube saying like, Clayton thinks that these full screen normals with Vegito are bad, blah, blah, blah. They're just patching fun into the game. Doesn't he know that they're patching fun into the game because these characters don't work correctly? Yeah, someone should go find that quote of that fucking idiot, right? Now it's one of the most complained about things. I don't care about full screen moves. That's not enjoyable to me. And again, even though I don't consider myself competitive, obviously I put out a lot of those tech videos because I can look at a game and I've been able to accurately predict how the meta of games will work. That's why when I looked at Vegito, I was like, I bet this stuff could work. And I was like, this is how I would have played Vegito. And I showed all this tech and people were like, oh, that's not real. No, that's not real. And then slowly people started doing more and more of it until guess what? They just patched it out. It's so not real that they patched it out so you can't do it anymore. Obviously, they assumed that it was going to be a problem if they patched it out, you fucking retard. So, again, people enjoy video games. And again, there's nothing wrong with liking to do combos again, because most people aren't competitive, right? It's not bad that you like doing combos. I'm just saying, be able to look in the mirror and see what you're really doing. You know what I mean? Have an honest conversation with yourself. You're just the fucking lab monster. You're not even an amazing one. You're just hitting the target you're just hitting this target, right? It's not actual big brain for me to see Goku. Oh, how am I going to combo full screen laser beam with Goku? Okay. That's not interesting to me. Again, and I could go through the list of all the changes. Some changes are fun. Again, I said before, I can see the glass is half full perspective, that you look at these characters like, man, more and more characters are using their toolkit, but so many of them are using it in a homogenized way now. They don't feel as special. It's not as thought-provoking to me. And I always said, too, that's another example I was going to... That's why generally I don't like characters like, say, Baby, etc., that has all these fireballs that you're supposed to be able to combo off of it. That's the character, right? You know what I mean? That's why I like being able to do characters, oh man, this character has nothing. And then I make something out of it. That's fun to me, right? But anyway, again, the patch overall, it's just hard to get excited because, what I said. And I don't care about the game, particularly competitively. I've made many videos about how I would change it, but I don't know. Anyway. And again, the stupid change, oh, everyone has the same move, but these characters, they're going to build less meter when they do it. That makes no sense. That's terrible balancing. All right, well, what a fucking, it's so fucking ridiculously idiotic, dude. Anyway, remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. Hopefully it recorded this time. The end.